Welcome to Projection Reflection. I'm your host, Coordinato, and today we're reviewing the newest film, Alita Battle Angel, which I just saw yesterday. This film, of course, was released February 14th, 2019, directed by Robert Rodriguez, and produced by James Cameron. Now, those are two very big names that you should know. Robert Rodriguez directed films like Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Dusk Till Dawn, The Faculty, the Machete movies. He directed the first couple Spy Kids films. I think he directed all the Spy Kids movies. Those aren't quite good, but his other films are pretty good, like Dusk Till Dawn, and I love The Faculty. The Faculty is probably one of my favorite of his early films. But James Cameron, you should know that name. He directed films like Terminator 2, frickin' Avatar, The Abyss, Titanic. The dude has directed major big hit films, and these guys are just a match made in heaven for this movie, let me tell you. This film was based off the Japanese manga Gundam, which is also known as Battle Angel Alita by Yukito Kishiro. And the original run of the manga went on from about December 1990 to April 1995. And I think it went through 9 volumes, so pretty long. The cast of the movie includes Rosa Salazar as Alita, Christoph Waltz as Dr. Dyson Ito, Kian Johnson as Hugo, Marshala Ali as Vector, Jennifer Connelly as Chiron, Ed Skrein as Zapan, and Jackie Earle Haley as Gruishka. The plot of the film is that it's set several centuries in the future. The abandoned Alita is found in the scrapyard of Iron City by Ito, a compassionate cyber doctor who takes the unconscious cyborg Alita to his clinic. When Alita awakens, she has no memory of who she is, nor does she have any recognition of the world she finds herself in. As Alita learns to navigate her new life and the treacherous streets of Iron City, Ito tries to shield her from her mysterious past. Like I said in the beginning, these guys, Robert Rodriguez, James Cameron, match made in heaven for this movie. They did such an excellent job. They tried so hard to make a solid solid movie adaptation to this incredible manga, which I'm going to read right after I'm done this review. I'm going to look it up on Amazon and buy it so I can read it, because I really want to know what happens next. This film is visually stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. The way they animate Alita herself is outstanding, and it's probably one of the best CGI characters I've ever seen in a film. The way they had Iron City look, the city felt very alive, it felt very real. The cyborgs felt very real in the film. I especially like the animation on Ed Skrein, who plays Zapan. And if you remember Ed Skrein, he was also Ajax in Deadpool. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, just all the animation, all the visuals in this film are beautiful. They are outstanding. Even the opening scene in the film where he finds Alita in the junkyard, that is a beautiful scene. The film is just very, very visually stunning. The CGI in this film, like I said, is outstanding. You have to see this film just for the visuals alone. This film was a breakout role for Rosa Salazar as Alita. She gives a great performance. She brings beauty, charisma, grace, and fury to Alita. She is just a great character, and you fall in love with her through the film. She is such a beautiful character, such a strong female character, which is what we need more in films. Like, in Alita is like a lead-on to more of those films, I feel. Like, well, Wonder Woman was kind of the lead-on to films, more films like that, but Alita, I believe, is another stepping stone to more, like, strong female characters. And she is a strong one, let me tell you. She is awesome. She sold every scene that she was in. Oh, she was great. She was great. If you see the movie, you're going to love her. I feel that she could be like the next kind of Andy Serkis. You know how Andy Serkis, like, he does all those CGI characters. He was Smeagol in the Lord of the Rings, Smeagol and Gollum in the Lord of the Rings films. He was in the Planet of the Apes films. He was Caesar in the new Planet of the Apes films. He's just done a lot of visual CGI characters, and I feel like Rosa Salazar might be the next one to be the next great CGI character actress. Who knows? Great direction by Robert Rodriguez. He tried so hard to make this film look like a James Cameron film. Like, I think he put his stamps on it in certain places, especially in the action scenes, but it definitely feels like a James Cameron movie for sure. So yeah, thumbs up for Robert Rodriguez. He did an excellent job in this film, directing the actors perfectly. The actors in this film were great. I gotta mention Christoph Waltz and Mahershala Ali in this film were also very good. I really enjoyed their performances, especially when Mahershala Ali's character had to kind of become another character, which is the main villain in the film. I loved when he would, like, kind of change, when the villain would be, like, because the villain in the film has a way of, like, going into other people and be able to take on their bodies, and Mahershala Ali did that perfectly, I believe, in this film. Not a major spoiler, just to tell you right now, I'm not going to give out major spoilers in this review. Amazing fight scenes and action sequences. They are just wow. I was so freaking entertained by the action in this movie. The bar scene and the motorball scene were, like, two of my favorites. They were very, very good. And, like, the one fight between, like, the really big cyborg Gruishka and Alita was an outstanding fight. Loved it. It was so awesome. This movie sets up a great series of films. Like, the way that it ends, it sets up a sequel, and I know some people would be mad about that because it's like, the movie doesn't feel complete, and I can understand that. But it sets up another movie so well that you leave there wanting more and more and more. I cannot wait for a sequel to this film because it needs it. Please go out and support this film so we can get a sequel. Man, this film is by far it's very faithful to the manga. I did my research. It's very, very faithful to the manga and the anime, especially the anime. Like, there's shot for shots of the anime that is redone in this film, and of course shot for shots from the manga that are redone in this film. It's the best anime manga adaptation, like, so far. It is incredibly well done. I gotta get into my dislikes about this, and I don't have many. I think the pacing of the film could have been a little bit better. Just a little bit better. The film slowed down in the middle a little bit. I wanted it to pick up a little bit more. But, you know, I wanted more from Jennifer Connelly's character, Shirin. I thought that she wasn't given enough screen time. I wanted to know more about her character. The same thing with the character Hugo. I wanted to know more about him. And we didn't get into certain characters more, especially the villain. We did not know much about the villain going in. There's still a very big mystery behind his character, and I would like to have seen him a little bit more. The villain's name is Nova, and I would love to have seen him more in the film, but there's so much more mystery to his character, and I think that's why they want to keep that mystery, just have people ready for another sequel. But I really wish that he was, like, in the film just a little bit more, just so we could get more of his character, because he seems like a very interesting character. how he can jump from body to body. Like, it's really cool. Man, what else can I say? The film, like I said, the film leaves you with just wanting more. It builds up to such a great new series of films, which aren't Marvel or DC. I'm glad that there's finally a movie series that can go toe to toe with those movies, because like superhero movies dominate the format right now of films. Like, what makes the most money? Comic book movies. Yeah, comic book movies. Comic book movies make the most money, and I'm glad that, you know, there's finally a film series that's ready to take on those movies, and Alita Battle Angel is one of those films. I think Alita Battle Angel is a very good film. I think it's a very good adaptation of a manga / anime. I think this is a very well acted film, especially for Rosa Salazar in this film. Like I said, great performance. So yes, please go check out this film. I highly recommend it. I give this film a 4 out of 5. Solid 4 out of 5 score. I think the film could have been better in certain parts. Could have used a little bit more characters, could have been fleshed out a little bit more, but otherwise, great film. I highly recommend you check it out so we can get that sequel. I want a sequel to this movie so bad. Please go see it. So yes, 4 out of 5 for Alita Battle Angel, and I'll see you guys later.